What's up YouTube, this is Collect Pokemon and welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to talk about alternative artwork versus character secret rare. But before we get into it, you guys know the drill. Like, subscribe, notification bell, and support us on Patreon. I know I'm just pointing at, nothing, but you guys get what I mean, right? Alright, so let's get into it. For those of you that are unfamiliar with character secret rare, as well as alternative artwork, which is very few of you, alternative artwork is basically an alternative art of a V or VMAX card, whereas the CSR is the character rare, where there is going to be a character like a Misty and her Starmie mixed together in a card. Now, CSR is kind of theoretically considered to be alternative artwork, but yeah, but that's why we call it CSR, because it's slightly different. Now, here's the thing. For the past few sets, what Pokemon Company has been doing is that they have been releasing these alternative artwork in CSR in alternating sequence. For example, the Pokemon Go set in Japan had an alternative artwork of Mewtwo V. But the set before that, Dark Phantasma, has a CSR set, and that was that. The set before that, Time Juggler and Space Juggler and Space Traveler, well, you get what I mean. Those guys had alternative artwork, and the set before that, which is Battle Region, has CSR. The set before that, which is Brilliant Star in Japan, that has alternative artwork. So, that is what Pokemon Company has been doing. And, that's the release. Now, in the recent set, things has changed, and I'm going to illustrate or talk about these change. The concept of alternative artwork originated with the Sun and Moon era. So when Tagboat, which is Team Up, and Unbroken Bond, which is, or Double Ablaze, which is Unbroken Bond, when they were released, there was a lot of tag team alternative art card that was released. I do believe that marks the beginning of alternative artwork, and myself have tried to collect some of these alternative tag team back then as well. I found that those arts were quite interesting, it was quite fun, it was quite unique, so it really got me into collecting. And then the price of these cards remained relatively low. But what really shined these alternative artwork is after around Matchless Fighter, EV Heroes, Towering Blue Sky, Fusion Art, that Sword and Shield era where everyone was crazy about Pokemon card. That is the time when a lot of the VMAXs started to have alternative artwork. So yeah, that is the crazy era. And coming back to the last few months, we are seeing only V cards getting alternative artwork. The VMAX card or the V-Star card oftentimes are getting a gold treatment instead of an alternative artwork. So that's kind of that cycle of alternative artwork. Now, we're here to explore the question, why some alternative artwork is more sought after than others. But first, we need to understand, what do I mean by sought after? Well, the price of a lot of these alternative artwork has skyrocketed. And when I say skyrocketed, it's crazy. I've taken a few examples of the Japanese buy list price, and this is the price where a lot of card store in Japan will buy back card for. Now, let's take a look. I mean, the Latios and Latias, the tag team era cards, they're not as expensive. We're looking at buyback price around $100 to $200 US. The golden era, what I call, which is the Ice Rider, Shadow Rider, Mew, VMAXs, Urshifu, that one is going for around that $200-300 price range. And then we get to the big guns, which are your EV Heroes, as well as the Rayquaza VMAX. The top ones, the Rayquaza VMAX, as well as the Umbreon VMAX alternative art, is being bought back at around $700 to $800, which is pretty hefty price. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. And all the other EVs are around $300 to $500 buyback price. So, whoa, they're all way up there. Now, in this video, I need your help. I need your help to help me decide or to help me understand Why is it that some cards, some alternative arts, are more popular than others? I have three different theories. I have three different factors that can contribute to the price of these alternative art cards. I don't know which one's more important. You guys can let me know in the comment section. The first factor, I think, is the Poke popularity. Obviously, the more popular a Pokemon is, the higher price it fetch. Mewtwo, popular. Mew, popular. EVs, EV VMAXs, Evolutions, popular. Latios and Latias, quite popular. Pikachu, quite popular. Charizard, quite popular. But it doesn't justify why Ice Rider and Shadow Rider, or even Urshifu, it's popular. I mean, they're like new legendary kind of Pokemon that, yeah, confuses me. So Poke popularity is a major factor, but is it going to be a determining factor? No idea. This goes down to the second factor, art. The artwork itself does convey a certain message. And traditionally in Pokemon card, it is very difficult to talk about art because we're only looking at that particular character with that little particular, rectangle, small rectangle that you can actually draw the Pokemon on. But with the concept of full art card, artists now have a larger canvas to explore different ideas, to explore the backstory and different sentiment between the Pokemons or behind the Pokemon. So we are seeing Latios and Latias, forming that heart shape, that is like a, brotherly love, family love, or just in general love, if people didn't know that they were brother and sister. But yeah, there is a theme to that. Things such as, your Umbreon VMAX or your EVs, they are in a city, it's just like these different animals living in a city and, how they interact with things. So that is really, really good. Urshifu, the blue one, had this really cool meditation thing, whereas the other Urshifu, which doesn't, is not fetching as high of a price. So, does it mean that art matter? It can be. Ice Rider flying across like a, I don't know, like Santa, and behind them is like a small town. Beautiful artwork. Shadow Rider VMAX, we have this dark night, dark purple, bluish sky. Beautiful, beautiful. So some of these artwork is, I believe, to be a reason for why some of these cards are becoming much more expensive than others. Now the third factor is obviously set rarity. The more rare a set is, the less it has, the more demand, less supply, the harder to find these cards. It only makes sense that these cards will go up in price. A lot of the other sets, such as the CSR set, which is the Dark Phantasma, VMAX Climax, or even Battle Region, were reprinted a couple of times. And that could be the reason why those price or those cards are really not going up in price, because simply there's just too many of them. But I could say that, for example, the Pikachu character rare in, I think it was Dark Phantasma, is still fetching quite a good price. I mean, it's going for around what, like 100, not 100, sorry, 100 Hong Kong dollar, which is around like 20, 10, 15 to 20 US dollar, something along that line. Oh, it's not bad for a common card, right? So yeah. So I really can't tell. I really don't know which one of these factors are more important, or they all are. But what I can tell you is that, in the future, when we're looking at cards, when we're looking at Japanese cards, how do we know whether a card, a sealed box, will do well in the future, or whether a certain card is likely to appreciate quicker than others? I think these three factors are something that you have to really consider. Traditionally, the Poke popularity as well as the set rarity, it's a no-brainer. But when it comes to art, I think this is a new realm that a lot of collectors are diving into. And a lot of investors needs to understand and needs to see Pokemon cards as art, because it matters. And I think that that's something important. So yeah, that's pretty much it for a market update video on the Japanese alternative artwork, which is crazy. You know, though that market is crazy, but like I said, the booster boxes are actually lagging behind in price, and I believe that some booster boxes, like the Ice Rider booster boxes, Shadow Rider booster boxes, or even Fusion Art booster boxes, is likely to go up in price very soon for the Japanese set. Yeah, that's pretty much it. English set, it's a whole different beast for a different video. So remember to hit the like button, subscribe button. Let me know what you think. Is it art, Poke popularity, or is it set rarity? Let me know. Peace, this is Like Pokemon. Bye-bye.